You are listening to Why Is That So? The radio where you can send your unsent letters. Perhaps we once believed that two people finding each other, getting to know each other, feeling a spark, and walking together was an inevitable part of life. As natural as the morning sun, as a sudden summer shower, as the unending cycle of the four seasons spring, summer, autumn, winter. No one could stop it. Even if they tried, they couldn't. We simply accepted that we were in love, accepted the ambiguities and the foolishness that love brought. Because when in love, we believe that both will dare to sacrifice, dare to lose everything, to enter a world where there are only two people and the most sincere emotions. For love, we can become naive and blind, plunging into journeys we can never predict. It is in that very foolishness that we truly feel the vibrancy of love, a force that can both lift our emotions to boundless heights and drag us down to the deepest, most agonizing depths. Even if we fall, even if we get lost, we still want to keep walking, still want to hold on to that feeling like a persistent flame, illuminating and warming our journey. Today, let's listen to letters sent from souls who were once foolish for love, who traded their reason for love, to see what they have gone through. Let's begin. Opening today's radio episode is a letter from someone nicknamed Mia. To my first love. To truly call you my first love isn't entirely accurate, because I've been in quite a few relationships, so I don't dare to call any of them the one. But you were the person who made me feel those first sparks, those first thoughts of, what if we lose each other again? Our relationship was too complicated. Neither of us had the courage to lead each other into an official relationship. You said you were so close to me because we talked so well, without any pretense. I told you the same thing. But you didn't know that deep down, I didn't have the courage to say everything. I noticed you from the very first days. It was the first time I had ever actively paid special attention to someone of the opposite sex, someone I didn't even know. It was the first time I knew what a spark felt like. At that time, I also knew you had a girlfriend, so I considered that feeling fleeting, and I didn't dare tell anyone. I just buried it deep in my heart. Yet, as if guided by fate, you messaged me, saying you and she had broken up. You confided so much, and that made me want to open up more. We talked every day, telling each other about our day. And then, one day, you kissed me first. The feeling was just a fleeting touch on my lips, but that kiss marked a milestone in our relationship. From friends to two little lovebirds, inseparable. It's just that this relationship was unclear, because you never made it official with me, and neither did I from the moment everyone saw us as a couple. I started to drop my guard. I wasn't wary of you anymore. How ironic. Just when I hadn't left myself any escape route, you told me you were lazy and didn't want to continue. How miserable. My heart was tormented, dying and coming back to life. Why? It was clear you were happy too. We didn't fight, we didn't argue, so why did we just drift apart like that? You said we could be normal friends, talk normally, but darling, how can anyone be friends with the person they love? I both pity and blame myself. I pity myself for suffering such a huge mental blow that my health deteriorated. I couldn't eat or drink anything. I only slept 2 or 3 hours a day, jolting awake from fleeting dreams of us still being together. But I also blame myself so much. I blame myself for not being clear from the start. Now I have to endure this torment. I blame myself for falling too deep, for investing too much emotion in someone I didn't even know if they truly felt the same. I truly wished for an official relationship between us. If one day you remember me, remember our memories together, please message me right away. I'm still waiting for you. The next letter is from someone with the nickname Moe. It's been 6 years since you said goodbye. All that time, I've never run from my feelings for you. Every time I look back, I gain new perspectives on our foolish love. Giving you freedom was my final act of love, but I couldn't love myself. I couldn't stop asking myself why I couldn't have you, couldn't have the love of my life. There are hundreds of different answers at different times. No matter how logical or realistic those answers are, I still can't find happiness like before. Perhaps in my heart, there is only you. Over the past 4 years, I've met many people. Many have expressed interest in me, and I've had feelings for a few, but nothing ever came of it. I won't pretend that my love for you is too great for me to move on. But I know for sure that if it's not you, I won't love anyone else like this. I'm still just like that 17-year-old boy, with tear-filled, dazed eyes on the day I no longer had you by my side. The 23-year-old man, writing these confessions today, is simply recounting the stories of the many years I've been stuck at 17. People say that time will do its job. I don't know what its job is. The day I saw you again, I was as shy as that boy from years ago, still timid and feeling that I love you fiercely. Perhaps time isn't so cruel. Time still holds the foolish love I gave you that year. There was a time, I don't remember if I was awake or dreaming, but I recalled the image of your hand tightly gripping my face. But darling, did you ever do that to me? Or was it all just my imagination in a moment of longing? The moment I realized I couldn't even tell if it was a dream or reality, I was in so much pain. I hurt because I couldn't distinguish between memories and fantasies, fragmented, faded memories of you, leaving me unable to tell reality from dreams. Looking back at the past 6 years, the sad memories no longer make me cry, but the happy ones still make me smile. I still love you so much. Now, when my life holds little expectation for myself, I've become someone I once despised. Someone just struggling with responsibilities, someone just caught between worries about daily survival, someone with no more passions or ambitions. Now, I only wish to spend one more peaceful month with you. Even if it's fleeting, even if you're indifferent, even if you no longer have any feelings for me, the 23-year-old me today has taken the initiative to get a little closer to you. It's funny how I don't know if I've grown up yet. I still feel childish whenever you're around, trying to force myself to be an adult in the eyes of family and society. But no matter who I am, you are still what I long for most. The third letter is from someone named Sunflower. There were times I thought, oh, forget it all, if I just take the initiative, perhaps love won't slip away. However, objectively speaking, our story was already as tangled as a ball of yarn, impossible to solve with just a simple confession. Do you know how much I cared for you? Every time you hurt me, I was angry and disappointed, and that's why I ended the relationship. But after everything, my heart still chose to forgive you, and at the same time, gave myself a tiny glimmer of hope for this fragile connection. Clearly, I knew you were a playboy before, but I still rushed headfirst into it, which is why I'm in this situation now. I want to message you to check in, to save us and this relationship, but I'm afraid. Afraid you'll get involved with someone else, afraid I'll be judged again, afraid you'll be cold, afraid you'll dismiss me. The remaining part of my reason always reminds and holds me back from foolish decisions like texting you. Do you know why? I know everything you hid from me. I'm also clear-headed enough to realize that temporary affection can make flowers bloom on the lips, enchanting people with their beauty. Perhaps you truly had feelings for me, perhaps my image was etched in your mind, but your consciousness is hazy, and I can't discern it. All I see are your actions and words. Perhaps after a few years of entanglement, I've realized this must be what people call a fated misfortune. We have no future. I will let go. If we meet again later, I will still let go. Even if you stand before me, you won't shake this decision. The fourth letter is from someone named Kira. To my little son. Perhaps this letter arrives late or will never be opened, but today, as all memories of you flood back in the quiet breeze, I know I can't stay silent anymore. I have to write, not to hold on or to blame, just because I miss you so much. I don't know how long it's been since we stopped being us. I don't remember clearly, I only remember that since you left, I remained. Remaining in the days without you, with old habits I never gave up, from when you loved me with an unhealed heart. The truth is, you and I never stopped loving each other. It's just that when I loved you the most, I had to leave you because my own family forbade it. When you turned and walked away because of my family's constraints, honestly, there was nothing more I could do. So I had to accept it. Every night, I would make up scenarios of how we might meet again. All the scenarios were different, but the ending was always the same. We fell in love again. But ultimately, those stories will never happen. I ask myself, if I had held your hand tighter that day, would things be different? If I hadn't allowed myself to meet you, would you be happy now? You were once my whole sky, the first light of day, the voice I longed for, the message that made me smile unconsciously. But now I have to learn to wake up early without your messages, to smile even when my heart isn't happy, and to lull myself to sleep with unanswered questions. I don't hate you, I only regret. I regret that such a beautiful love couldn't go the distance, but I know some loves don't need to last forever to be meaningful. I will still wait for you. Wait until the day you are truly happy with the person you choose to build your little family with. I know no matter how long it takes, you'll find someone new and soon forget me and these painful memories. But if you ever hear this letter and recognize me, please know that someone once loved you very much, with all the sincerity I could give. I wish you happiness, even if the person holding your hand now is no longer me. That's all. I don't know what else to say. Anyway, my little son is very strong, aren't you? And the last letter closing today's radio episode comes from someone named Cassie. After days of not being able to forget him and our old memories, I've now truly forgotten him, no longer in love. The gaze I once held for him is now just a habit, no longer holding any affection or deep thoughts. In the beginning, I thought he was the one I was looking for because of his tenderness and pampering meant only for me. Even though many people said he was just playing, I chose to believe him, putting all my faith in a few small gestures. If you ask if I regret ever loving him, I would say yes, because the story should have stopped at the first glance. We ended in an argument when he couldn't forget his ex, still regretted her, and couldn't give me his complete love. He was hurt by being left behind, and then he destroyed the future we had hoped for. At that moment, I knew I had lost. I once asked if everything he gave me was real or just curiosity when he was bored. Perhaps I was too naive to put all my trust in someone undeserving. But now I have let go of everything. I have erased the memories, deleted the sweet chats and the painful recollections to move forward. I'm okay now. I've learned many things from that story. The person I once loved taught me not to love someone like that, or perhaps I just haven't met anyone who truly cares for me. Everyone has their hurts, but don't use them as an excuse to inflict more pain on others. Yes, that truly is the kind of love only found in youth. That innocent age that can make us fall so foolishly in love. Who among us hasn't driven thousands of kilometers for love, just to see the one they cherished one more time, then secretly followed them, forever longing for a back that no longer belonged to them? Who among us hasn't loved someone so much that they fell in love with an entire city? Loved every street corner and alley where they walked together, held hands, and shared their first kiss? Who among us hasn't stayed up countless nights, gotten drunk countless times, listened to the same song over and over, and cried until utterly exhausted and collapsed, all for love? Who among us hasn't loved someone so deeply, for love, that they left no escape route for themselves? Prioritizing that love above all desires, above all preferences, above all aspirations in their heart. That love back then, we thought one person kept everything, while the other left carrying nothing. But everyone carries a piece of that love story. In the end, who hasn't lost their mind for love, only to regain their reason for love? I hope that our shining stars, who have been or are being hurt by such foolishness, can heal by embracing it, knowing that they once loved with all their heart. And that concludes this week's radio episode. Send your letters to us by leaving comments below. Don't forget to follow the channel and wait for our next episodes of Why Is That So?